take this car. I'll show you how it's stained up in it. If I can get the light right. You see those stains? There they are. All over there. Oxidation. And of course it's scratch city everywhere. That scratch, we can get that out. I'll show you how in the later step. But you know, it's amazing what just a bath does for these things. You see there's still oxidation on this side, pretty bad. Staining. Alright. So now we're going to get down, really get down with it, okay? This is a real good way to restore the cars. This is some turtle wax. You know, you can use any kind of abrasive compound you want. You know, not too heavy, but you know, if you have, this has some cut in it. And you know, having worked at a body shop in my past, I learned this tricks. This is what they do when they sell you a car a half an hour before they're going to close. And this is how we wash the car and wax the car at the same time. Of course, we're not using as abrasive of a compound, and we call it a compound bath. And for years and years I used harsh chemicals, even lacquer thinner, and it did work. But you know, I couldn't believe that lacquer thinner worked. These cars, I haven't really tried anything on them yet that marred them, that couldn't be undone, you know. Alright, so we've got that all soaked up. And one thing I have to say, you've got to keep everything wet the whole time. Take your compound, get a fair amount on your brush, wet that a little bit, and just start spreading it on the car, all around. You'll be amazed at what this does. And you know, I'd be sitting there rubbing it, you know, dry too. One thing I said, everything's got to stay wet, because around these add-on pieces and grab irons, your compound dries up in between there, you'll have a devil of a time trying to get it back out. Okay, take the car, flip it on its side, some more compound, repeat the process. Get it all in the ridges. Try to stay away from that number board if you can. We're going to probably renumber all these, since like one side's numbered, one side isn't. Scrub it into that side. And so basically, we almost have the car covered now in compound. Put it down. See, this one's already was off when I got this set. It's that number board. Take it on where the heralds used to be, because we're going to get new heralds, and we want that one to be shiny underneath. compound here. I think we have enough over here. Okay, and now we'll take the more aggressive brush and scrub around to add on details. The places where our other brush can't get. Take those grab irons, because I want to see if I can bring those back to life. I'll leave the originals on there. Do the same thing over here and over here. Over here. And then this side. Okay, now we're going to take it and just scrub the roof more aggressively now. Let's get some more dish soap. All the time remembering to keep it wet. Keep it wet. My boss told me when I was learning this with the cars, he said, Ken, it's like a woman. You have to work with it while it's wet, or it's no good. Yeah. Somehow that's stuck in my head. You use your imagination, but that's what works with me. I never forget. Keep everything wet. Because it's just better anyway. Alright. Now we're going to go down onto the side. Get into all these ridges. Basically, this is just what we're doing. We're giving it a compound bath. This is another step in the process. This is not labor intensive or anything, but you will need a spot where you can do it. Slop sink. You know, thank God for my wife. We don't have a basement here. But I'll be on my hands and knees in a couple hours cleaning up out here too. I don't mind. And just keep rubbing in there into all the ribs. Don't forget the little parts. Do the herald, where that's going to go. And, you know, don't be afraid to lay down on it with the brush a little bit. It's not going to hurt the car. These cars are hard to mess up. Yeah, hi. I had a difficult time trying to finish this video. I ran out of space. Then my battery went dead. But I am going to show you the final result of the trick. Again, we take a car that we have only washed, nothing else. It's got stains and scratches all over it. Take dish liquid, get the car wet. Suds it up. Take regular rubbing compound. Put it all over the car. Scrub it in. Be careful around the separately applied details. Don't be afraid to use it. You really can't hurt these cars in any way that I know of. I've done a lot of different methods till I came to the shortest one. And then you'll take a piece of fine steel wool and just scrub. Lay down on it a little bit. It ain't gonna hurt the car. Cleaning the car up. Okay, since I've been having so much trouble finishing this video, and that's called the compound bath. You do the sides the same way. And since I've been having so much hard time finishing tonight, I'm going to show you the end results of the cars I got done while I was waiting to have the battery charged. Here's one of them. Alright, we got to focus. Bear with me, people. There we go. Look at that. No stains. No stains at all. Most people would be good enough with that. And you know, if your cars aren't so bad, maybe that's all you'll have to do. You know, if you don't have a bunch of scratches and stuff on them, or just fine scratches, you know, the rubbing compound and the steel wool will take them off. Here's another coach that we did earlier tonight. I showed you this before, how bad it was. Look at that, you can see my hand in it now. And we're really nowhere near being done. Still got a couple steps to go to make the car perfect again. Okay, so turtle wax, rubbing compound, or any kind of compound with abrasive in it. Just make sure it cuts, and remember to keep the piece wet, or otherwise the compound will get stuck in all these little grooves and crevices where the add-ons are and the ribs, and it won't mess the car up or anything. It's just super hard to get that stuff back off once it dries. So you gotta keep it wet. If you know what I mean. I'll try to hurry up and finish this car. I gotta do it anyway. This is Kenny from Lionel for Less. And this is part 3, or 4 rather, of how to restore aluminum passenger cars from the 1950s and do it safely. I've tried many ways over the years. I've made plenty of money by restoring cars and reselling them and doing them for individual clients, and let me tell you, this by far is the most non-invasive way I've found to do it. And as long as your car is from the 50s and made out of this same extruded aluminum, I can guarantee you that you will not mess up your car, you will only improve it. Thanks for watching. I gave you a big magic tip tonight, but there's still more to come in this series. I'm going to show you how to get these scratches out, these little 2 or 3 deep scratches that you think will be in the car forever. You can get those out too. So we'll go there next step. Once again, thanks for tuning in and checking this out. Subscribe if you want to join along, and I appreciate any comments about anything, you know, any knowledge I can gain about the hobby or share with you. It's just super, because when I started, I didn't have any help at all, and I just had to experiment. And you know, I messed a few things up, but maybe I can save you that trouble. Thanks for watching. Tune in for part 5.